Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those who are not familiar who I am, I go by One Cheap Compadre and you're watching Cheap Compadre TV, where on my channel we talk about savings, investing, politics, and also, if we have time, story time. So there's been a long time since I had a chance to talk about the stock market, and in this video I'm going to do just that. But before I do, I want to talk about certain ways to invest in the stock market. Now, you have option trading, you have individual stocks, you have mutual funds, ETFs that allow you to get dividends. But I'm just going to touch on a little bit of each of those strategies. Now, when it comes to option trading, you must be mindful that when you invest, you're not so much investing in stocks. You're pretty much gambling and speculating on if a particular stock is going to go up or if it's going to go down. And when you set an option, be mindful that there's a fee added on to your option. So depending on if you want to decide whether or not to wait a week, a day, a month until you actually get the results you're looking for, you have to pay on that, and that's insurance. And at the same time, if your hunch is not accurate, then you could lose majority of your money. And there's been cases where people have lost tens of thousands of dollars. So if you're in the gambling business, you may want to stick to sports rather than the stock market. Now, when it comes to individual stocks, you are able to invest in the S&P 500, where you can get individual stocks either with dividend or without. But with individual stocks, you can gain 50% on your stock, or you can lose 50% of your stock. So, with that being said, the more expensive that particular stock is, the less shares you can buy of it. So, for example, Amazon, I think now is about $3,000. So, say for example, you have $3,000 and you say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and invest $3,000 into Amazon. So you invest. So how many shares you'll get? One share. So say if it doubles and you get $6,000. Now, please don't forget, make sure to crush that like button so other people can see my content and share with other people. You just doubled your money and now you have $6,000, but that may be all you get for the whole year. Now, when it comes to dividend stocks, ETFs, mutual funds, where you're able to invest in the stock market and it can go up 50% or it can go down 50%, but yet you still are able to receive dividends. And depending on that particular stock, it can be monthly, it can be quarterly, it can be annually. So once you receive this dividend, you can use that money to maybe buy groceries, pay for rent, pay for emergency, or you can take that money and reinvest back into that company. Now, here's the deal when it comes to ETF and mutual funds. When you invest in a stock that has an ETF or mutual fund, you're investing in a stock that has maybe 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 companies in that one stock. So your investment, even though when you invest, nothing's guaranteed, but this gives you more of a insurance when it comes to investing, because if one company goes down, another company can go up, and then another company can go up, and then another can come down. So you could lose money, but you don't lose as much as if you invested in a individual stock, or if you invested in a options. So I'm gonna tell you what I invest in. When I invested years ago, I invested in individual stocks, and I invested in a lot of these companies that are still striving today, like Facebook, Microsoft, Snapchat, and many others. And some of them I lost money, some of them I gained, but I realized that even though I can make a substantial amount of money investing in individual stocks, it limits you, because if you're able to actually invest in companies within one stock, then you have more of an opportunity to be more successful. Because if you invest in individual stocks, then in order to be diverse, you will have to invest in more companies. And trying to choose which companies are out there that would be best for you is a time consuming project, because you're going to have to, one, find information about these particular companies. You're going to have to find out how much assets they have, how many liabilities they have, how long they've been around. You're going to have to analyze the charts. You're going to have to analyze how long they've been growing as far as their profits. So there's a lot of research in it. You can't just go off someone saying, okay, invest in SPY or VOO, and you just take that as the gospel and you go ahead and invest in that. First of all, those type of companies, one share goes for $300 a share or even more. So first of all, you have to decide how much you're willing to invest in a particular company. And you have to understand also that a lot of these companies, there's other versions that are similar to these companies that are much cheaper, where you can invest even more money, that allows you to even gain more dividends each month or quarterly or each year. But for me personally, I like to invest in companies that have dividends, who are ETFs or mutual funds that pay you monthly, because I want to make sure that at least the majority of the dividends that is promised to me I receive. Because there was one time when I invested in dividends where you receive annually, and I had an incident where I invested in one and they short sold and only received a few $1,000, where I was guaranteed hundreds of thousands of dollars. So you have to be mindful and make sure that if you're willing to invest, that you do receive some form of profits, because this is not for those individuals who want to invest in something that makes these companies wealthy. You want to invest in something that's going to make you wealthy and be able to learn from and prosper, and also share with others. So what do you think? Which one of these investment strategies are you familiar with, or you are interested in, or you do on a regular? Is it option trading? Is it individual stocks? Or is it ETFs, mutual funds, dividends, monthly, quarterly, or annually? So put your comment down below. Make sure to crush the like button, and also make sure to click that button for my latest content. And so until then, have a great day. Become a subscriber.